If you didn't know, DC held their own virtual Comic-Con called DC Fandome. It wasn't massive news, so you probably missed everything going on. But who knows, perhaps you caught some of the latest announcements of future films, TV shows, and even video games. Over the next week or two, I'll try to make videos on a few of these releases and take down my thoughts and what I would personally like to see. I don't want to make videos news heavy, and they'll focus more on the characters and what I'd like to see instead of what I think we'll see. So firstly, let's talk about a film which I'm surprisingly most excited by to see. Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam. Why am I more excited for Black Adam than, say, the Batman, Justice League, Wonder Woman and Suicide Squad? Well, firstly, I haven't ever seen a live action Black Adam compared to all the other characters. Secondly, it has The Rock. And thirdly, fuck you is my opinion, and I just really like Black Adam. Okay, I think what was most interesting about this announcement was the fact the Justice Society of America will be introduced. Noah Centinio's Atom Smasher was already confirmed, but now has also been announced Hawkman, Cyclone, and another one of my favourite characters, Dr. Fate, will all be going up against Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam. So before we continue this video, let's talk about who is Black Adam. Well, basically, imagine Shazam, but bad. I mean, that's an oversimplification, but essentially Black Adam was a slave imprisoned with his nephew in Kahndaq. Both were granted Shazam's powers by the wizards to free their people of slavery from the 7 deadly sins. Once both Adam and his nephew, Aman, achieved freedom for the slaves, Aman wished to use their powers for good and save their former captors from the evil which consumed them, whilst Adam only sought revenge. Adam subsequently kills his nephew in order to carry out his mission. Eventually the wizards imprison Adam due to him not being pure of heart and basically running amok. This is essentially the plot of the New 52 story from Shazam, and I reference these comics because the Shazam film basically follows the entire plot of the comic, and it appears Black Adam will also continue this run. Basically, Black Adam is a villain with anti-hero aspects, being a brutal, unforgiving character who will go to any lengths to protect Kahndaq, and sees himself as the almighty ruler of his nation. He despises Billy, feeling a child cannot be given such power, and also has no connections with Kahndaq, the mystical magical nation, which is the source of his magic. Black Adam is kinda like Black Panther, a ruler of a secret nation who basically wants to be left alone. However, Black Adam will happily kill anyone who threatens Kahndaq and his way of living. So most importantly, what do we want to see from a Black Adam story? Basically, it seems Black Adam is going to be a story of revenge. After being imprisoned for thousands of years, Black Adam, now finally released, will try to seek revenge for his enslavement and will probably go on a brutal mission to achieve this, which is where the Justice Society of America will now step in and try and thwart him. In the New 52 comic, Black Adam goes on a bit of a destructive mission, killing a lot of corporate businessmen, seeing them as enslaving common people, and truly believes he is freeing people, despite basically scaring the shit out of everyone. In the narration to the teaser, we get Dwayne Johnson saying the following.
They call themselves the Justice Society, an organization that believes in fighting for truth and justice. Well, I'm going to teach them that the only beliefs I fight for are mine. Welcome to Truth, Justice, and the Black Adam Way.
For anyone wondering, Dr. Fate is a sorcerer, Cyclone manipulates the wind, Atom Smasher can grow large, and Hawkman flies and smashes things with a magic mace. It's all pretty standard superhero stuff. But what's interesting about these superheroes is they all have unique abilities. They're not just point a gun and shoot, or just really good at hand-to-hand combat. There's lots of different powers and aspects going on, which makes the film a lot more interesting. Other than Atom Smasher have been cast as of yet. I am assuming Black Adam will escape his imprisonment, go on a bit of a revenge mission as seen in the New 52 comics, where he mistakes people for oppressors, and the Justice Society will look to take him down. Or it could be a case of them wanting to learn more about Kahndaq, and Black Adam says, fuck you. For me, Black Adam needs to be a story about a character who is looking for purpose. We've had plenty of anti-hero stories in the last few years, such as The Punisher or Deadpool, who do things their own way and interpret their own vision of the greater good, believing violence is necessary in order to achieve peace. I really hope the film doesn't bog itself too much down in these themes, because it's been seen a lot recently, even films like Venom and Suicide Squad, which focus on anti-heroes, and I'm becoming kind of tired of those stories, as they are fairly formulaic. The character is a villain, They help people in an unordinary way, it's revealed the character has a heart of gold, and then they do something a bit shitty for their own means. It's a story we have seen, and it's a narrative that will not surprise anyone. Black Adam is a character who lived over 5,000 years ago. He should be adjusting to his new way of life, still motivated by his purpose to serve Karnak and save them from the oppression of the 7 deadly sins, still motivated by anger and vengeance whilst trying to work out where he fits in this new world he finds himself within, and whilst also questioning whether his anger and vengeance are good motivations for him to continue his mission. It should be a story about his own character and where he fits in within the larger world. I really hope they don't make Black Adam by the end of this film a hero/anti-hero, and he still functions mostly as a villain, or at least someone who will basically fight anyone who crosses him. I would love to see him come up against Shazam, and would have loved this deleted scene to have been included in the actual film.
7 thrones. Who's that for?
Hopefully we will see more hints towards Black Adam's confrontation with Shazam, and I do imagine that will be part of a film later down the road. The concept art we get of Black Adam and Dwayne Johnson narration tells me we will be seeing an angry, vengeful character go toe-to-toe with the Justice Society of America. It will be great to see, and it will flesh out the DC EU massively, something the franchise has been crying out for. The project has been years in the making, with Dwayne Johnson confirming his casting as the character all the way back in 2014. This has been a huge passion project for himself, and 8 years later we will see his solo outing as the villainous Black Adam. I think there is so much room for expansion with the character, with Johnson already hinting at a face-off with Superman, although this just could be hearsay to try and get some more advertising around the film. For me, I just feel there is so much that can be done with the character, and I just hope DC focuses on who the character is, and more importantly, make the film a great superhero action film, which enhances the mythos and the DC universe on the whole, and doesn't get too bogged down in cliches, making Black Adam out to be a completely misunderstood character. What's great about DC Fandome and Black Adam is the array of characters that are being used. I think DC have noticed that most of their characters in the early films had very substandard power set, mostly just punching and shooting. Now we're getting sorcerers, people who grow big and large, magicians, and the universe is becoming so much more fleshed out and far more interesting to watch. Instead of Marvel, who just use a good guy and the bad guy version of that character, now we have Black Adam fighting 4 characters who have various different amount of powers, and now things can become more interesting, and that is why I am very excited for Black Adam. I think there's loads of creative ways this film could be made, and I think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will be fantastic in the role. So anyways, that is what I'd like to see from a Black Adam film. Thank you.